Hello, good morning. It's Dr. Chudi Ufondu of Snowspirations Global Health Solutions. And I'm just doing a quick check-in on our members. And I also want to use this opportunity to tell a personal story of my journey in health, especially regarding healthy body weights. You see, it's very easy to lose track of where you're heading to, especially when it comes to your body weight. Most times we look for quick fixes. We look for Lipton, tea, do this, do that, and you want to get them done overnight, especially belly fats. But this is what I know. In my experience as a doctor and having tried so many things, so many methods, actually, I've spent my money going for a couple of diets out there, like whatever they advertise in the media. When you look at those ladies that started from big to, beach body, when you look for that guy that started with potty belly to six packs, they give you this impression that it's something that can happen overnight. So I've been there, I've tried so many things. And this is what I've discovered. When you go in and you go accurately to try anything they sell to you, you're definitely going to lose. Okay, so the problem is not whether you're going to lose. So I'm going to give you a typical example. I remember when I had excess of 40 pounds to drop, and I started a particular program, and I was blown away because I dropped 30, right? Now, what happened is when I switched back, when I couldn't subscribe to get more of that particular diet package, I regained everything I lost and I added 20 extra pounds. It was very depressing. It wasn't a good feeling. Now, I tried a couple of other things. I did so many things, from my medical background and from whatever people told me. And I discovered that it's a game of losing, gaining back, and gaining more. And it's a very, very distressful place to be in. Now, I discovered that if you really want to go there, you have to tell yourself the truth. You have to look inwards. You have to look at your lifestyle. You have to do what you need to do that will not even require you spending any kobo. So this is what I discovered, and this is what worked for me. As I'm talking to you right now, I've actually dropped about 30 of what I don't need. And the beautiful thing is, I don't even know when I did it. And I'm kind of, okay, I don't have any particular thing I'm missing. Whatever I'm doing is part of my daily routine. So I'm loving it. Now I'm sharing this personal secret. And I'm sharing this personal story to encourage somebody out there. You see, at the center of your health is your first. And at the center of first is health. Let me repeat. At the center of your health is your first. And at the center of your first is your health. So your health is first. When you get your health, you can make wealth. But if you're not careful in pursuit of your wealth, you can make wealth. And before you know it, all those wealth will go into trying to fix your health. But you can't buy health. Let me repeat again. If you don't focus on your health, and you probably want to gain wealth first, you might gain wealth. It might take you 20 years. But guess what? You might end up gaining wealth at 20 years. Then when you get to that 20th year, you're going to begin to use those wealth to see if you can buy health. There are so many billionaires that are begging for oxygen as we talk because they did not invest in their health. So invest in your health. When you get health, you can get wealth. When you get health, you have everything. Now, what worked for me? It's what we call intermittent fasting. You see, what I've discovered, we become what we eat. So there are a couple of things that can help you in your body weight and everything you do daily. But the major part of your body weight is what you consume and what you don't eat. Now, I discovered that if we are careful with the frequency, with the quantity, and the quality of what we eat, we can actually gain our healthy weight and sustain it. So for the past 2 months or thereabout, I've been practicing intermittent fasting. And I'll tell you what I discovered. I discovered that if you don't want to eat, you won't eat. We control what we eat, but we eat compulsively, like, oh, it's breakfast, it's morning, I have to eat my breakfast in the morning, I have to eat my lunch in the afternoon, I have to eat my dinner in the night. That's not how it is. And the fact it's called breakfast doesn't mean you have to break it in the afternoon or in the morning or in the night. Now, intermittent fasting works. Nobody paid me for this. I'm just saying it because it worked for me. I followed my trends. I followed my instincts. I modified my life. Intermittent fasting works. Intermittent fasting is simply defined as the process of having a period you don't eat and a period you eat. Now, there are different types. There are different methods. What worked for me is the 16 to 8 ratio. So 16 period of not eating, an 8 hours period of eating. Now, when you begin to eat, you have to eat right. The problem is when people use fasting as a way of getting back their health, when they begin to eat wrong. So when you eat the wrong things that cannot be metabolized, that cannot give you the nutrient you need, it will occupy space in your body. So you can go home and try the 16 8 hours method. 16 hours of no activity regarding food. You can stay on fluid, you can do coffee, you can do tea without sugar. Then when you open your window of eating, that 8 hours you eat clean. So I'm going to share my method. When it's 1 p.m., I start eating. When I start eating, I normally eat fruits. So you can actually flip your fruits. Be mindful where you're eating fruits. Fruit is also something we can abuse. So the fact you're eating your fruits and vegetables doesn't mean you're going to be eating them alone or you're going to be eating all the quantity. Quantity is still important. So I start eating by 1 p.m. Once it's 9 p.m. in the night, I stop. Now, within that time frame of 1 p.m. to 9 p.m., I'm very careful what I eat. Now, once it's 9 p.m., I don't eat anything. Then the whole of morning, up to that 1 p.m., I don't eat anything. I try as much as possible to stay on fluid. I try as much as possible to get busy. I make sure my mind is occupied. And guess what? Sometimes I don't even feel hungry. Sometimes I don't even feel hungry by that 1 p.m. But that's a fact. And when I eat, I feel good. So if you really want to get there, if you really want to crush the numbers, I know numbers can be motivating. When you look yourself up in the mirror, maybe you were 240 and currently you're 200. It's something you're very happy with, right? But it's not just about the numbers. It's about the health. So when you are losing your body weight, lose it for the health of it. Not just because you want to wear a particular clothes, not just because you want people to love you or whatever. It doesn't matter. You only have one body. So go out there and try fixing your health. You can get your health back. Believe me, your health is your health. If you can try this, it works like anything else I've ever seen. It works. It works. Go out there and try it. Now, when you are done fixing what you eat, the next thing you have to do is actually simpler. Go for activities. 30 minutes of activity every day. Very simple. Go for walk, go for dancing, go for running. Whatever gets your blood, pumping. Whatever makes you sweat. Like if you notice, I'm sweating. I've gone for my walk. I'm actually going to do more than 30 minutes today because today is Labor Day. So but if you can put in 30 minutes, you can do it 30 minutes as they go, or you can split it to 10 minutes or 20 minutes, then 30 minutes. Every day, go for walk. If you do this with your combined IF, that's intermittent fasting, believe me, you're going to drop. When you drop, your sleep is going to improve. So many people want to become pregnant, right? So many men are having obesity problem. If you check your BMI and it's above 25, you have a problem. You have to bring it down to 24.9 up to 18.9. That's the healthy range. If your BMI is hovering around 30, my sister, my brother, you have problem. Oh? You have obesity. You will find it more difficult to become pregnant if your BMI is higher. So when you gain your body weight, you're gaining so many things. You're happy, you're releasing your endorphins, you're increasing your sexual performance. When you get your body back, when you have your weight within the normal range, your libido will kick in. For the men, your testosterone will go up. For the women, your testosterone will go up. When that happens, you will have the ability to participate in the 48-hour lovemaking, which is part of our PPP. So I just want to share my personal story, and I want to encourage somebody today. If you're in our group, if you're in my page, if you're my personal friend, if you're in our YouTube, if you're in Instagram, follow us. Try and practice everything I teach you guys every day. Okay, so remember, the month of September is for gender selection. So we're going to go there. Gender selection is a topic we want to deconstruct so that people will understand it better. So that if you want If you're thinking about family balancing or getting a particular agenda, come, let's fellowship about it. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later during my Believing for Baby open clinic, during my break time, my lunch time. Thank you so much, and bye-bye for now.